The market's open, but something is wrong. There's no dollar surge, no euro decline, no yen stabilization. The tickers show a single symbol, one value, one price, one currency. From New York to Nairobi, from Beijing to Berlin. Money no longer belongs to nations. It belongs to everyone. And in that moment, the world realizes something profound. The rules of power have changed. For over 5,000 years, money has been more than currency. It has been identity, authority, control. Empires rose by minting coins. Wars were won by funding armies. Borders were reinforced through exchange rates. Every nation printed its values literally into its money. Now imagine all of that erased. No exchange booths, no currency manipulation, no monetary borders. It's just one global unit of value. This is the question. What if a single currency unified the world's economies? This is not a digital payment app. It's not a crypto experiment. This is a universally accepted, globally governed currency used by governments, corporations, individuals, taxes, salaries, trade, all conducted in one monetary system. No central bank acts in isolation. The world's economies are no longer connected. They are merged. Currency is not just money, it is leverage, control over interest rates, inflation, debt. When a nation controls its currency, it controls its economic destiny. A single currency removes that sovereignty. Monetary policy becomes global. Decisions affect everyone simultaneously. For the first time in history, economic cause and effect become truly planetary. This idea is not new. The Roman denarius unified trade across an empire. Gold standards once linked nations by weight and trust. More recently, the euro merged dozens of national currencies into one, and it worked, but not without cost. Some nations thrived, others lost flexibility. Economic shocks became contagious. Now, imagine that scale. Across the entire Earth, the first change is silence. No currency markets. Trillions of dollars in forex trading vanish overnight. Speculation collapses, so do currency-based profits. Banks restructure instantly. Hedge funds disappear. Entire financial sectors built on exchange cease to exist. The global economy exhales, and then it braces. International trade becomes radically simpler. No conversion fees, no exchange risk, no hedging costs. A factory in Vietnam prices goods exactly as a retailer in Canada pays. Global commerce accelerates, small nations gain access, developing economies stabilize. But something else happens. Competition becomes ruthless. Because now, price differences are no longer hidden by currency distortion. Efficiency is exposed. No more devaluation to boost exports. No more printing money to escape debt. Governments lose a powerful tool. They can no longer inflate away mistakes. Fiscal discipline becomes mandatory. Some nations adapt, others collapse, because when currency is shared, irresponsibility spreads pain globally. A single currency requires governance. Interest rates, money supply, emergency intervention. A global monetary authority emerges, not elected by nations, but agreed upon by necessity. Its decisions affect billions. This institution becomes one of the most powerful entities in human history. It's more influential than any single government. And with that power comes fear. Countries no longer control their economic destiny alone. Economic policy becomes cooperative, irrelevant. National politics weaken. Global coordination strengthens. Some celebrate this as unity. Others call it surrender. Economic protests erupt, because money is no longer a national symbol. It is a global contract. At first, inequality shrinks. Weaker currencies no longer trap nations. Purchasing power equalizes, but over time disparities return, because inequality is not created by currency alone. It is driven by education, resources, infrastructure. A single currency removes one barrier, not all of them. Crises do not disappear, they change. Local crashes become impossible, but when failure happens, it is global. There is no safe currency. There's no flight to dollars or gold-backed alternatives. Stability increases, fragility deepens. System becomes strong but brittle. The currency is digital first. Every transaction traceable. Every flow visible. Crime decreases. Tax evasion collapses. But privacy erodes. Money becomes data, and whoever controls the data controls behavior. Currencies once told stories, presidents, heroes, revolutions. Now money is abstract, neutral, functional. Younger generations grow up without monetary nationalism. Loyalty shifts from flags to networks. Identity decouples from economics. A subtle but irreversible transformation. Exporter-driven economies thrive. Corrupt systems struggle to hide inefficiency. Financial hubs lose relevance. Manufacturing regions rise. Power redistributes not evenly but differently. The old map of economic influence fades. A new one forms. Over decades, planning becomes global. Climate costs priced universally. Resource scarcity managed collectively. Global debt monitored transparently. Economy begins to resemble an ecosystem. Interdependent, delicate, unforgiving. A single currency could unite humanity or centralize power beyond accountability. It could reduce conflict or create new fault lines. Because money is never neutral. It reflects who we trust and who we fear. A single global currency would simplify the world. But simplicity has consequences. It would end monetary wars, but force political ones. It would bring efficiency, but demand unprecedented cooperation. The real question isn't whether it could work. It's whether humanity is mature enough to share control over the one thing that has always divided us: value. If the world shared one currency, what would happen when nations no longer controlled money, but money controlled nations?